Shaving a haircut. It's ballast. Herzog. Loaded ballast.
Hello everybody, and welcome back once again to the LLH channel. We start off our compilation today with this loaded Herzog ballast train heading westbound, led by two AC-44 C6Ms that honked their horn in the shave and a haircut. This would be just one of many interesting trains that I would see over the week of Easter this year, including but not limited to heritage units and even special interests. So sit back, relax, and enjoy, as this will probably be one of the longest videos I'll ever make on this channel when it comes to trains. And please let me know in the comment section if you would like me to continue making videos of this length, or if you would prefer shorter or possibly even longer ones somehow. With that out of the way though, let's go and get straight into this, and resume the regularly scheduled program of trains on the Pittsburgh line.
Hello, this is CSX. We have come to derail your house.
Jesus. Oh,
Here's
man.
a Reddit to remember it.
The first thing to show up the second day was this westbound manifest led by 3 AC-44 C6Ms this time instead of 2 like on the Herzog. The leader though had a pretty interesting road number, as looking into the history of this I found out that it was originally owned by a GP59 that was also under the ownership of Norfolk Southern. However, on January 5th, 2005, this would be the lead locomotive of one of the trains involved in the Graniteville train collision. A collision between 2 freight trains of Norfolk Southerns that killed 9 people, the youngest of which being 28 years old. I'm honestly kind of surprised with that kind of history that Norfolk Southern still chooses to run this road number on their lines at all, considering that most of the road numbers of the SD80 Mack locomotives that also started with 72 are not actually on the ACUs. But regardless, it's still there and still in history. So, interesting to find that out. The manifest was nothing really particularly special, but it had some pretty good sound on those motors.
Railgun. CSX gondola. Nice. I don't see many of those down here. It's already about to end. This thing was going so slow before, now it's going like really fast. See the graffiti on the back of it there. Dash 940 CW, not 44.
Trailing second of 2 on our westbound intermodal here was a Dash 940 CW, number 9915. This is just one of many Dash 9s that NS still has yet to rebuild into AC-44 C6Ms. The Dash 940 CW in particular, though, was only ever actually owned by Norfolk Southern as a special variant of the Dash 9s. Every other Dash 9 would pack 4,400 horsepower. The Dash 940 CWs, though, would only pack 4,000, and some of them even had standard cabs as the Dash 940Cs, making them even more unique. The reason for the horsepower reduction, though, was to allow NS to save money on fuel as well as maintenance costs. However, this horsepower limit could actually be overridden, and the locomotive could actually pack 4,400 if need be, with a simple override switch in the cab that the engineer could use at any time. 9915 is still a Dash 9 now, but who knows how much longer it will be until it becomes yet another 6M on the main lines.
Even more trailers coming up. Awesome. Usually there's not this many on an intermodal. Just end it with a blue EMP. Very loud consist, Jesus.
Tier 4 ACE is loud as shit.
Our next westbound intermodal had a Tier 4 Gevo and an SD70 ACE leading.
3630.
Braden is definitely right here. They are definitely loud as shit. Had a K5 HL on that Tier 4. East Coast. Like spray painted on there. After Braden's loud as shit intermodal, Amtrak 43 would show up just as loud. After Amtrak had cleared, the fire department got a call, and so we decided to go check it out. After we did, an eastbound intermodal came with a Union Pacific locomotive trailing second of 2.
Are pretty fast. But huh? On a container, huh? This one's huge. Never mind, maybe not. Not nearly as big as I thought it was. That's it.
Yeah, 42 outside. Yeah.
The presence of yet another Dash 940 CW wouldn't be the only amazing thing about this westbound manifest. The mid-DPU was especially interesting, and I'll just let the video speak for itself.
That's an aim too. AIMX. Another one. Now we're done with the aims. Now I'm gonna cover my fucking nose because these things smell terrible every time. Oak Ridge. Scrap cars. cars. More of them. What? The coal train's coming?
Hurry up! The coal train's coming. We're like a cop block.
Oh, God. Oh, come on. Where's
Let's
the
go 1800 though. It's right down there.
Either we start running that way, or we wait for it.
No, we'll get it. We'll get it. We'll get it.
Okay, we're good.
There it is. There it is.
I see it, I see it.
Yeah, we're good. We're good. We're good.
I just got the report fire on. And it's 1800. NS 1800 was the first SD70 ACC locomotive to be built. Originally a standard cab SD70, numbered 2537, it was converted from DC traction to AC traction, or direct current to alternating current. It was also given a brand new cab that was in the same style of the SD70 ACE, but with ditch lights that were much closer together for whatever reason. Its sister locomotive, 1801, was also originally a standard cab SD70, as were all of the SD70 ACCs. Its original road number was 2548. However, unlike the 1800 that is still seen active in service today, the 1801 has been sitting in Rose Yard for years awaiting its fate, which is still uncertain as of right now. Regardless, the 1800 being the first one ever made is still very special. In fact, some of the SD70 ACCs were even former Conrail locomotives, as the SD70 standard cab locomotives were the final order of locomotives that Conrail would ever purchase before they were officially made extinct in 1999, when Norfolk Southern and CSX would have received their auctioned lines. The SD70s were ordered to Norfolk Southern specifications, with deck-mounted ditch lights and a lack of marker lights installed on the front and rear. Now, of course, it's also worth noting the second train that showed up here, an eastbound loaded coal train with 2 DPUs in the middle and even a Conrail quality hopper, led by none other than an ES40 DC. I'm not entirely sure if Norfolk Southern is converting ES40 DCs to 6Ms as well, but honestly I wouldn't be that surprised. Regardless though, pretty good train meet overall. You think there'll be any Conrail qualities? You think there'll be any Conrail qualities? I'm hoping there might be. Huh? Yeah. What do you like more? What do you like more, the Beth guns or the bathtubs?
I think I like the best guns, honestly. I like the original logo more.
What happened to that one?
Oh my god. Who was eating that one?
It does look like somebody was eating that one.
Yeah, because the fires happening around here.
Huh?
Oh, I mean, like, there's no fires
I'll be honest. I like the original logos better. On the
These.
on the gray cars.
Fire in the hole!
Like on these. I mean, I have nothing wrong with that. I like that too. But I like it better. Like this right here. I like this better.
Oh, I got you. That
Just
does look pretty cool.
A little bigger though. Yeah, like this right here. This one right here. I have a smaller car, a little bit bigger.
You'll probably see one eventually that you're really looking for.
I like the whore more. I don't know.
The whore?
The whore.
You look so...
Subscribe for more cool trains.
Yeah. He said more coal trains.
I say 10:30 for life.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of that, do you think there's any DPUs on this one?
Ooh. Ooh.
I just got your report on that 1800.
Just now?
Yeah.
Oh, I got it too. I don't
Chill.
get my own report.
Huh?
I got my own report.
You got your own report.
I actually, yes, I think it will be confused.
So this is gonna be cleared out of here then, huh?
Yeah, I don't think this is going to stop. Hey, Virginia. Well, that says Virginia. That says Virginia. Someone scratched Virginia into it. Oh, I need to add it to the album.
That's a little loud.
See the wheels shaking?
That's not good. That's not good.
That's not good.
That's not good at all.
Oh, and this is why you're
Little concerning there.
There's
It's a little concerning there.
There's a lot of flat spots in these cars.
What do you mean a lot of flat spots?
That right here, you hear that sound? You see the flat spot on the wheel just barely?
Oh, boom,
that's a
boom,
that's a
boom,
small flat spot on the wheel. Bathtub, condo. Are there any bathtub condos?
Oh, you can actually see the flat spot on them.
When on that garage train after I got fucked by condo passengers, after you left, one of the tankers had a flat spot on the wheel. It was going so slow you could actually see the flat spot perfectly. The whole tank was shaking.
Hey, this one has that too.
Oh, hey, DPUs.
Oh, this actually does have them.
Yeah, I can see the lights.
I see light up there. I'm gonna say 2 6Ms.
I'll say 6M and a ES44 DC.
DC, an AS40 DC just led this train.
Yeah, no, I'm saying AC.
I'm still gonna say this 2 6Ms.
It's forward backwards. You're probably right, honestly.
Look
Look behind you, look behind you. Look at that car.
Check that thing out.
Dude, it is stopping. Is it really going to stop here?
I don't think it would.
Alright, forward backwards, 6M, and 6M.
I knew it. Forward, backwards in the middle too. Any fresh ones?
Kind of, not really. Those are a lot quieter.
Yeah, they're nice looking though.
I'm starting to think it's not stopping here anymore. DPUs are still moving. If they did stop in front of us, I think it's still,
Yeah.
oh. I like the sound, but...
What is that sound?
Listen, I like hearing that noise right there on trains.
The flat spot.
Yeah, I love hearing it, but it's not safe.
Yeah, it's bad.
I wonder how worn out those springs are. Yeah, I can see the flat spot on the wheel.
Yeah, the little mark that they
I
have.
wonder if they make like an O scale or a monotrain sounding platform on the platforms on the wheels.
I know Atherd makes like tsunami sound cars. I don't know if that does it. Or not.
I know O scale has like those old farmer cars that like they put out before, put out in 5 on its development. They have those cars with sounds like animals making it, and classic Fox cars that have real sound. For O scale, loud as fuck. I think it's pretty cool. So, wait, what the fuck?
What?
My car just did shrimps is bugs. That's
A little weird.
so random.
RG dudes.
Some of the initials that horse dudes.
I have no idea.
So where's the fucking Smurfs again?
Quality. Jinx.
Conroe quality, dude. Conroe quality. Conroe quality. Okay. You idiot. We need to climb on one of those. We should.
49, 50, 47.
We should randomly touch it.
This is you touch the quality.
We need to climb on one of those.
What is that sound? It's like stuff scraping against each other. 50000.
Perfect number. Oh, that breeze feels great.
Yeah, it feels amazing right now. Also, all the blossoms are out right now, guys. It's spring. Finally, we're actually getting spring weather.
We need to go sledding.
Yeah, we're gonna go to the amusement park this season, so it's gonna be all right. Man, we gotta get this thing. This is a long as hell train.
I bet you I go down there. Yeah, it's gonna be the end already past the one.
What?
Yeah, I see the end. It's not past the walk.
Jesus.
It's almost there.
If only they still had the 80 Max.
I missed those. I wish I remembered.
They would have hauled these, the coal trains.
Titties.
You're there.
The whole car is shook.
Hey, really?
Yeah, I hear like squeaking.
Oh, jeez.
Like right there on the rail. You hear that?
Well, that's a shiny wheel.
That wheel. You hear the squeaking like right there?
I do hear that. That doesn't sound good at all.
Fuck you.
No, that does not sound good. That does not sound safe.
There's the rail.
Well, that's increasing speed.
Yeah, speeding up.
That's another notch.
Hey, here, go. Maybe you have to go.
They notched it up there.
How do you know?
What else would that be?
Gang sex, I don't know.
They notched it up. What is that? Simpletons. Something among something simpletons.
Oh, right.
You good?
Yeah. Here's the end.
We'd have to wait a little longer for the next thing. However, it was still well worth it. And as 8025, the Monongahela Heritage Unit, one of the 10 ES44 ACs painted in special colors, was leading an eastbound intermodal. It was probably one of the fastest eastbound intermodals we've ever seen, and it was awesome. God damn car. Yeah, it's flying. So you guys get an idea of just how fast this thing is going. Those are all 53 footers. Now these are the 40s.
On the train.
Yeah, it's flying. Yeah, I think so too. The shadow of the crossing gate is on them though. That's alright. Probably turn that off actually. I don't really think I need it. The longer this thing is, however far you can see with my beams. I thought it ended there. Me and Braden the next day would decide to ride bikes all the way up to Tyrone to film at the station. However, on our way there, we managed to run into this 5 locomotive consist on an eastbound intermodal. This wouldn't even be the only train that we would see on the way to Tyrone, as at the Tipton Railroad crossing up the road from here, we would see yet another train eastbound as well.
46Ms. Holy hell. So much for basic. I know it's local.
Sound like about as much as the 5 engines packing.
Dude, that fourth engine, I wish it was Elfa style.
Oh,
I wish it was Elfa style.
I can't believe we beat the train.
We made it. I hit 29.5.
I hit 30.
I'm one run like on
Really? I see them. Oh, that's a big group.
I'm trying to hit 30 so hard now. I slow down now. That's no.
That was FBC. Another one there. These are 3 of them.
Yeah, I like going this way better than that way.
Just barely made it for a 5-engine process.
Yeah, I like going this way better than that way. This could be a long one.
I mean, only 5 engines.
Yeah, we don't have to hit the westbounders.
That'd be crazy.
Oh, damn it.
Tornado. Little CP rail on that one. 3 of them there. Woohoo. Dash 9 leading.
This intermodal at Tyrone would be the only train that we would catch at the station that day before we started hearing sirens. Initially, we believed it to be a serious emergency. However, we realized that the sirens were staying within the town, leaving us to believe that it may be a parade of some sort, and we would actually be correct. It was the Easter Bunny Parade. We had no idea this parade was happening, nor any idea that Tyrone even did an Easter Bunny Parade, and we happened to be there at the right place at the right time. However, I couldn't film it initially because, well, it kind of beat us to an intersection, so we kind of had to chase it through town on the sidewalk with road bikes. Fun times, but I still got this video, and I hope you guys will enjoy it anyway. And that wouldn't even be the only emergency vehicles that we would see, as after we had seen this parade, we decided on the way home to stop by Austin, Texas Hot Dogs near Del Grosso's amusement park to get some hot dogs, of course. However, on the way in, or really while we were ordering food, an ambulance was coming by, and I decided to get a little quick video of it.
This be the best shot we're gonna get?
He's got me dying in that suit.
Holy hell.
Damn, we just chased him the first time.
Happy Easter, guys. It is fresh.
Another day. I was out solo rail fanning again, and I managed to catch NS63V, a daily westbound carrying waste material from New Jersey all the way up to, I believe, Conway? If I'm correct, I'm not entirely sure off the top of my head where this thing goes. All I know is that this thing usually and routinely smells like absolute dog shit. However, it's also sometimes really long, and it's also one of the most unique trains on the line, so it's kind of a love-hate for me. A family was on the bridge with a few kids as well, and when I saw what train it was, I told them, hey, you probably don't want to stick around because this thing is an actual garbage train, and they seemed to get the hint. But not before the train got a few honks of them, which was always appreciated.
It's going slow because Amtrak 42 just passed it. Amtrak 42 is like 3 or 4 hours late today. Kind of ridiculous. Oh, here's the smell. This is the garbage train. I hate this thing so much. I do. I hate how bad it smells. See how much more garbage we got here. Oh, that's bad. Jesus. Sorry about that. Don't slip on these chain links up here. Thing has almost made it to the other side, like the other corner down there. I'll let you guys see it in the corner. That's how far the locomotives have gone. They're about at the corner now. Hang a second now. This train's really long today. Just now at the corner. And they actually might stop up there. I'm not entirely sure though, because they're just going really slow. But again, they are about to actually enter a yard, so they might be at yard limit. If you guys want to know where I film this stuff though, it's this pedestrian road in Bellwood here. And there's this huge straightaway here where these trains sometimes go pretty fast. But this obviously is not one of them. Really, really slow today. Is right behind me here, so check that out. About 7 minutes of train. It's all garbage cars. Surprised they don't put a DPU in the back of this thing. Remembering how awesome my shot of Amtrak 108 over this overpass was, I decided to go back there and catch another westbound. None other than a manifest led by an SD70 ACE. Tier 4 Devo and a ES44 AC. Really good consist there. Westbound manifest. Two coil shields right in a row there. Conrail coil shields.
scrap car. Picking up speed. Doesn't sound like brakes. Brakes are usually way louder than that. That beam car says TR on it. Not sure what that would be. That was a railgun. You can see the remains of where it would have said railgun on there. Barely though. It's really hard to see. But it is there. How do you even graffiti it that much without getting caught? Like, it almost kind of amazes me how much people can graffiti a train car now without getting caught. CP rail. OFOX, that's an X CP rail. And that's probably another one that managed to get graffitied with resin on it. Oh, there we go. Yeah, there's the end of the train right there. That might be brakes because it's going into the yard. After that, though, it was back to my normal spot, underneath this bridge on this hillside, where another westbound manifest would show up, and it wouldn't take long before an eastbound intermodal would start racing it with an SD70 ACC in tow. First time it was leading, now it's trailing. Not really sure what that means. It's on 4728. 1126 is our ACE. 700D, what does that mean? Anyone know what that means? I have no idea. I need some help with that one. There comes another train, intermodal. Eastbound, flying. I saw it. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Any second now, it's gonna fly through here. Where'd it go? Where is it? There it is. Let it show up. Boom, boom. That thing's booking it. NW, popper there. That explains why all these trains are going so slow. There's an intermodal trying to get through. I'm not sure if my eyes are just messing with me, but it looked like it looked like whatever locomotive was the final one that consists of the intermodal had a standard cab. So I'm not entirely sure what that was about. I've never seen a CN hopper look like this. Especially not like that. Jesus. I don't know if that's patched for CN or what happened there, but it does not look good. Sized train here. The intermodal's done already. Gone. That thing was flying. Much shorter than most intermodals that come eastbound though. A green tanker. What is that? What is even in that? There's petroleum gas. What would this be called? What is this hauling? 3082.9. I have no idea what that is. It cannot possibly be good though. It's probably not pretty.
have some flatbeds or maybe even gondolas coming up here after this line of hoppers. And there's a DPU I'm seeing, I think. The damn trees are in the way, so I can't really tell, but I think there is a DPU facing backwards there. There's another 3082. I'm gonna walk over here so we can see this DPU, if that's what it is. A little better. What is that? I think that might be one of them carbon hoppers, actually. Alright, that's the end of the train. Oh, what I was seeing down there must have been the end of the intermodal. Maybe a little way with more of this train. Yeah, that's one of them Tokai carbons. Or however you're supposed to say this. Carbon CB. Whatever, I was close enough. Well, that didn't sound good there. That's squeaking. Sounds horrendous. All right. On my way back from the bridge, I kind of managed to miss this grain train. However, I didn't miss the end, which had 2 DPUs on it, which is not very common for grain trains around here. So, pretty cool there. Our final day would start off pretty well with an eastbound manifest on the siding track, number 36A, as indicated by the amount of open carry John Deere tractors on this train. 940 CW. I don't know how many of those I caught in the past couple of days. There's been a lot of them. That horn was pretty cool. For once they actually honked it. This is on the siding train. This thing's booking it. For a siding track, this is really fast. Thing's probably going like 35, 40 miles an hour. Probably more like 35. Why the hell is this just a random tanker in the middle of this? And oh fuck. I hate these things. How many are there? Tractors. It's probably the 36A. Oh my god, that smell. Bunch of John Deere's. Actually more than it usually has. Awesome. BMW? That was a BMW as well. Conrail Standard. I actually don't see many of those. Usually they have Conrail quality auto racks. Canadian Pacific. Rest in peace. Hourglass UP. Also rest in peace, KCS. The P&W, these combined auto racks DTX. Our next train was a fast-moving eastbound intermodal with an ES40 DC as well as an SD70 ACC, numbered 1844, and formerly NS Standard Cab SD70, numbered 2549. SD70 ACC. After this intermodal, I decided to go to the pedestrian bridge to get a better view of the tracks, only to have a pickup truck driving toward me on the tracks. This is known as a high rail, and they're using this to check for visual defects on the tracks, as federally required to be done at least 3 times a week. After this, a westbound oil train led by an SD70 ACE showed up, moving extremely fast, especially for oil trains, only to meet yet another oil train, this time eastbound. I don't think I've ever actually seen this in my life before, so really cool having 2 oil trains show up at the same time, both going fast. To start us off, as we have a second tanker train here. 2 tanker trains meeting at the same time is very hard to find down here. Tankers are already rare enough, but 2 at the same time. They're both flying. The NSF hopper at the rear of the first train, westbound empty. The one that's still here, eastbound loaded. Not sure where the hopper's gonna be. Sorry about that. Chain links getting in the way, as they usually do. I Oh, god damn it, blew my bike up. I hate that this does that shit. Canadian Pacific there. TP on the back. Tier 4. That's my 44 CW and ES44 AC.
The concept of this manifest wasn't the only thing that was interesting about it. Some of the cars it had were either weird or outright interesting. And after this, another intermodal showed up with the return of NS 1844. And that is where we'll leave this video off.
Bunch of center beams. So that was Tier 4 Devo, -9 44 CW, and then ES44 AC. Why the fuck is there just a random coal hopper in the middle of it? I don't know. I don't understand this company sometimes. KCS patched. I don't think I've ever seen a like ex-KCS hopper before. All the freaking blossoms are blowing around now too. KS. Oh, potash. What the fuck happened to that one? All they did was patch it. Short train, but awesome concepts with GEs. Like some of the best GEs you can get. ES40 DC and SD70 ACC.
As I said before, please be sure to let me know in the comment section down below if you guys would like to see me make more of these longer videos, or if you would prefer us to have shorter ones. Either way though, this has been Lambo Loving Hobbyist, signing out. Thanks for watching, and have a great day.